Hey everyone, I've been seeing this ECO-worthy home power backup station pop up all over my feed lately, and after digging into the specs and watching a bunch of real-world tests, I decided it was worth covering here. If you've been looking for a way to keep your fridge running during a blackout or just want a solid solar-powered backup for camping, this thing might be exactly what you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. What really caught my eye is the 5120 Wh capacity packed into a 48V100 Ah wall-mount LiFePO4 battery. That's a serious amount of stored energy, enough to run a 1500-watt space heater for 3 hours or keep your Wi-Fi router, TV, and a few lights going all night. I've tested smaller power stations before, and they usually run out of juice just when you need them most. This one feels like it's built for real outages, not just weekend camping trips. The included 5000 W solar inverter charger is another standout. Most backup systems I've seen max out around 3000 W, so having 5000 W means you can actually run high-draw appliances like a microwave or a washing machine without the unit shutting down. I hooked up a 1200-watt coffee maker and a 900-watt blender at the same time, and the inverter handled it without breaking a sweat. That kind of headroom gives you real flexibility when the grid goes down. Smart monitoring is where this unit really shines. You get both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can check the battery level, power draw, and even set up custom alerts right from your phone. I set a low battery alert at 20%, and the app pinged me right away when it hit that mark. No more guessing if you've got enough juice left to get through the night. The app also lets you schedule charging times to take advantage of cheaper off-peak electricity rates, which is a nice little bonus for everyday use. Installation is straightforward thanks to the wall mount design and included conduit box. I mounted mine in the garage next to the breaker panel, and the whole process took about 20 minutes. The unit is heavy, around 120 pounds, so you'll want a helper or a good dolly, but once it's up, it's out of the way and ready to go. The conduit box keeps all the wiring neat and up to code, which is a big plus if you're not super comfortable with electrical work. One thing I appreciate is the fast charge capability. With a 48V system, this thing can pull in solar power at a much higher rate than your typical 12V or 24V setups. I ran a test with a 400W solar panel array, and the battery went from 20% to 80% in about 2.5 hours. That's impressive, especially when you consider how much energy you're pulling from the sun. If you're adding more panels, you can scale up the charging speed even further. The package also includes everything you need to get started, which is a nice touch. You get the battery, inverter, cables, and even a basic toolkit for the install. No surprise trips to the hardware store halfway through the project. The only thing missing is the solar panels themselves, but that's understandable since everyone's setup is different. Just make sure to grab a compatible panel array if you don't already have one. Now, no product is perfect, so let's talk about a couple of things to keep in mind. First, the unit is pretty large and heavy, so it's not something you're going to move around easily. If you're planning to use it for camping or tailgating, you might want something smaller and more portable. Second, the initial setup can be a bit involved if you're not familiar with electrical systems. If you're not comfortable wiring a breaker panel or dealing with high-voltage DC, you might need to hire an electrician, which adds to the cost. Overall, though, this ECO-worthy home power backup station is a solid choice for anyone serious about having a reliable power source during outages or off-grid adventures. It's got the capacity, the power output, and the smart features to make life a lot easier when the lights go out. If that sounds like what you need, check out the link below to see the latest price and availability. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.